On this 8th of March, we are going to celebrate the International Women's Day. United Nations has declared theme on this day as Invest in Women, Accelerate the Progress. So this gives us an opportunity to actually take a note of all our financial situations as number one, prepare yourself for the emergency. To be prepared from the nominal or the minor inconveniences till your black swan events like the COVID. Make sure that you have at least 3 to 6 months of emergency funds invested for your liquidity. Also take a proper health insurance, maybe 5 to 10 lakh, and also some top up, and make sure that all your family members are being covered in particular that insurance. Take a term insurance if you have any dependents, which should be approximately reasonably 10 times of your annual income. In this way, you'll be prepared against death, the disaster, and disease. First, credit line. So for working women, generally, you have a credit card against your salary account or some kind of consumer loan or a small loan. Generally, if you don't have a sufficient income, your borrowings become tougher. But in those cases, you can also take a loan against your fixed deposits, gold, property, and also maybe against your financial asset, which is like your PPF or a mutual fund. But make sure that you have paid all your EMIs in time and you don't have any dues, because that will have your credit card score much better. Because in future, if you want to take a big loan like home loan, that will always help you. Planning your wedding. Thanks to these young Indians who doesn't want this extravagant or a lavish kind of wedding, but still, if you want to give yourself the better one which you deserve, plan your investments accordingly. Invest in the maybe kind of mutual funds or a fixed deposit, and don't go extravagant where you have to borrow, because if you save particular that amount and invest in the productive asset, that will help you in the long term. Education. This is one of the biggest aspiration, to provide the best education to our child. For this, you need to start as early as possible. Start investing in Sukanya Samriddhi mutual funds so that you can reach your goal once you require that. But we have seen that education inflation has been in double digit, and equity is the only asset class which can beat this and give you consistent return. So start a SIP of whatever amount you need after a period which may be 18 years of the age when your child need the first kind of education, and start investing in mutual funds. Home ownership. Nowadays, as a woman, most of the time we also want to have that ownership of buying a home in our name. There are a lot of women friendly offers where you have to pay a less stamp duty or the registration in most of the state, and also you have a lot of liberty when you buy a home loan in your name. But for that, to even fund your particular this goal, you need to save 30 to 50% of your saving, so that in case even if you take a loan, some of your funding is being done from your investments. FIRE, financial independence and retire early. Actually, who doesn't want to retire early? Who actually wants to slog yourself throughout the life? So for that, one need to prepare as early as possible. Do plan your retirement corpus and start investing smartly. The thumb rule is that your retirement corpus should be 25 times of your annual income. So once your corpus is created, try to put it SWP, which is in the form of pension or an annuity that you can have throughout your rest of the remaining life, so that your investments are also intact and you'll be having something for your monthly expenses to be taken care. Tying up the loose ends. With this, you will be having your own financial legacy. Once you have your financial planning in place, you will be in the golden years of your investments, but you will be also with some financial clouds. At the end, you don't want to leave with some hazards for your dependents, but something which is decluttered. So most important things are, just check whether you have the nominees to all your accounts, make a proper estate planning, do also have a will, so that everything is being properly documented and in a way which is legalized. So to conclude, one should actually prioritize the financial needs and also create a particular goal and accordingly invest in the instruments or the products which is required for that goal to be reached. So it's very simple not to create a complex financial plan, but make sure that whatever are the priorities should be in place.